Hey guys, welcome to the second video in my ES-3 custom guitar build. In this one I'm going to be shaping the headstock, staining the neck, and putting on some custom decals. So as you can see right here, I've got the shape drawn out on the headstock that I plan to go with. And I've got my Dremel rotary tool here with a sanding drum on it. I believe it's an 80 grit sanding drum. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and sand away all the negative space there. I did do a trial run of this some scrap wood, and the results were decent enough that I was confident enough to use this method for the main thing. I considered some other methods using a tabletop router and stuff, but I found the router was a little too aggressive for some of the test runs I did. I didn't want to risk screwing anything up. So right here, I've got the middle done. I'm starting to do the sides, and I realized I'm kind of wasting my time sanding down all the negative space. So I went and I got a small coping saw and cut away most of the scrap stuff there on the corners. And yeah, I'm just gonna basically round out the edges there and bring the shape out. It was pretty noisy here when I was doing this, so that's why I'm doing a voiceover here instead of having the audio from the actual video. So yeah, you can see here I got the basic shape cut out, and I'm just kind of putting the finishing touches on it here now. Overall, worked pretty good. If I had my time back, I probably would have put the neck in a vise or something just to have a little bit more control. But yeah, overall this worked pretty good. So you can see there I've got, it's pretty well finished there now. I had planned on doing a little bit more sanding by hand with a finer grit. But I'm gonna be sanding the entire neck here anyway. So actually, you can see right here now, I wasn't satisfied with the pointy points on it there, so I sanded them down into more of a wave shape, which I think it looks pretty good. And so now I'm just taping up the neck to get ready for stain. I didn't show it in the video here, but I went ahead and sanded down the whole neck down to 400 grit sandpaper, which is the finest I could find. I definitely recommend doing that, just so you don't want any kind of rough edges or anything on the back of your neck, especially. That'll definitely affect playability. So what I've got here now is some Minwax red oak stain. You can find that anywhere. I got it at Home Depot, I believe. I use a lot of stain in some other woodworking projects, so I was familiar with this color. And I think it's a nice place to start here. Nice deep dark color for the neck as well. I'm going for more of a reddish color on the body. You can see right there I made a bit of a boo-boo. I stained the area of the neck that's going to be set into the guitar. That's going to make the glue not set correctly. So you can see after I actually went back and sanded the stain off of that part. So here we go now. By the way, I've just got a little piece of rag there, a little square of rag that I'm using to spread the stain on. You kind of want to try to keep with the grain of the wood too as you're staining, just so you don't get any kind of weird streaks or anything going through. So overall, it's looking pretty good there for the first coat. I went back after and I did. Yeah, you can see here. I think I might have just done 2 coats. I'm not sure. I might have went back for a third one, but I'm pretty sure I stuck with 2 coats. It was looking pretty good at that point. And so I'm just having a little check over to make sure I didn't miss anything here. As you can see, it's a nice rich color. I really like this stain a lot. I've used it on a bunch of different things, and it always turns out great. And over the headstock once more. And okay, here we go. So now I'm going to be applying some decals. So I printed these off onto just a sheet of your standard clear label stock that I got at the Staples, I'm pretty sure. So I've got a little anchor decal here. We're here in Newfoundland. I wanted to keep a little nautical theme to it. And I've got my my last name there. I'm going to put on the back of the headstock. So yeah, I didn't really mark out or even really plan where I was going to put it. I probably should have, but I kind of eyeballed it there and stuck it on. So now I'm dabbing it on. I didn't want to really rub my finger across the decal. I was afraid I might rub the ink off or something like that, so I'm just kind of dabbing along the edges there. it's looking pretty good there. So I'm going to flip it over. I've got the ES-3, just a little model number thing I'm going to put in the middle of the headstock. Once again, I just kind of eyeballed it, press it into place. In some of the other videos I've watched, people have used this method, and the edges, the little small edges of the sticker that you kind of see there, kind of flash there, tend to pretty well disappear once you've got your clear coat on. And so that was my my logic here. This one, once again, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I probably should have marked this one out especially. The finished product, it was just slightly off of center, but I think overall it looks pretty good. So I'm just kind of making sure that it looks good there now, and I dab it into place. And I get a little piece of clean rag there just to apply a little more pressure without risking rubbing the ink off. And yeah, so pretty satisfied with the placement there now, I think. Yeah, give you guys a little look there. Yeah, I figure it's looking pretty cool, so I'm going to go ahead and put some polyurethane on there. So this is just Minwax polyurethane semi-gloss, I believe I used. And pretty much the same as the stain you want to work it on. Nice even coat. Yeah, using another piece of a rag there once again. Just make sure you're using clean rags, nothing with a bunch of little bits coming off it or sawdust or anything like that. You don't want to get that trapped inside your stain. So now I'm just kind of looking over it, and I'm going over any places where I've seen any bubbles or any place where there seemed to be more of the poly than anywhere else. Just trying to make sure it's a nice even coat, and this is the poly is going to give you the the smooth neck back that you need for fast playing as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to set this aside. I left it to dry for a few hours, and yeah, I'll probably in the next video I will probably show you guys how the finished product turned out. Thanks a lot.